You know that feeling, don't you? That little flicker of doubt, that little alarm bell that just goes off in your head when you're talking to someone, and you just feel like well, something's not quite right.
That gut feeling.
Exactly. Maybe it's just a small white lie.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's something bigger, more important. I think we've all been there, maybe on both sides of it sometimes.
True.
People get through life being honest, mostly, but also sometimes with different levels of deception. They might lie because they're scared, or maybe to avoid a fight, or maybe it's just become a habit.
Yeah, all sorts of reasons.
But when you're the one listening, that frustration, that feeling of being, well, misled, it can be really unsettling. So today, we're doing a deep dive, a really fascinating journey into, well, deception, the human side of it. We're going to look at the psychology behind it and really focus on how we can get better at spotting those little signs, the tells that might give a liar away. And our guide for this is a really insightful article. It's called 6 Proven Ways to Spot a Liar. It's by Wynn Nathan Davis from the Sales Experts Recruitment. Honestly, it's packed with practical stuff.
Sounds useful.
Yeah, and our mission today is pretty straightforward. We want to pull out the really actionable bits from this, the things you can actually use.
Right.
The goal isn't to make you super cynical, suspicious of everyone, no.
No, definitely not.
It's about giving you some sharper tools, like a mental checklist almost,
Yeah.
to help recognize some, noticeable signs of dishonesty.
Okay.
And just think about how useful that could be, saving you time, maybe some heartache in relationships, or even protecting your money in, business deals.
Absolutely.
This isn't just theory. It's about real practical tools for everyday life. I'm actually really excited to get into this.
It really is practical, isn't it? Especially now. I mean, we're swimming in information, and let's be honest, a lot of misinformation, too.
Oh, constantly.
So being able to tell truth from falsehood isn't just some extra skill anymore. It's pretty fundamental. Critical thinking, really, navigating the world.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's not about breeding distrust. It's more about sharpening our observation skills, understanding behavior a bit better. The insights in this article, they give us a good framework, helps us look past the surface, get a handle on the dynamics underneath, which, can be incredibly valuable everywhere in life. Just helps you build a more sort of resilient perspective.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The article gives us 6 specific things to look for. 6 ways liars often give themselves away, maybe without even realizing it.
Right. Behavioral patterns.
And these aren't just for face-to-face chats. You might see them on calls, emails,
Maybe.
maybe even texts.
Good point.
So let's dive into the first one. Have you ever been talking to someone, things are going fine, and then suddenly, out of the blue, they just pull a complete 180, like a total conversational U-turn? You're talking about one thing, and bam, they switch it up almost desperately.
Ah, yes, the abrupt pivot. That's often a pretty big red flag. It's a classic deflection tactic.
Deflection, right.
Yeah, when someone's being dishonest, certain topics feel dangerous. They threaten to expose the lie. So the source points out that liars, consciously or sometimes, subconsciously, try to steer the conversation away from those danger zones. It's an immediate scramble to get back control of the narrative, to escape that pressure.
Like a mental escape hatch?
Exactly, a mental evasion maneuver. They might throw in a totally new safe topic, or sometimes they even try to flip it back onto you, ask you a sudden question to shift the focus.
Oh, yeah?
The key thing is how sudden and urgent it feels.
Yeah.
It doesn't flow naturally.
That makes total sense. Like they're throwing up conversational smoke. Okay, but what about our world now? Everything's digital. The article talks about something very modern, the second sign, when they hide their phone or screen. Now, look, we all value privacy, obviously. But the article seems to be getting at something more specific than just, wanting personal space.
Right. Absolutely. That's a crucial distinction. Our devices, phones, laptops, they hold so much personal stuff these days. They're like extensions of us.
Totally.
So yeah, everyone deserves privacy. But what the article highlights is an unusual insistence on hiding things. It's not just someone casually putting their phone down. It's that quick flip, face down the second you walk over.
Yeah. Or minimizing windows super fast.
Exactly. Or angling the screen away with this almost reflex speed. It's the intensity of it and how often it happens. It suggests they're trying to hide specific things, messages, maybe browser history, certain files, not just maintain general privacy. It's a sudden kind of defensive move against being seen.
Okay, that difference between general privacy and active hiding is really key. Good point. So let's say we get past the hidden screens and the U-turns. What happens when you actually ask a direct question and their words just Well, they don't flow right. That's the third sign, right? They stammer or hesitate when they're confronted. You can almost see them scrambling for words.
Precisely. And this is where something called cognitive load comes into play. It's a really important idea here.
Cognitive load, okay.
Yeah. See, an honest person, when you ask them something, they're usually just recalling, accessing memories that are already there. So their answer tends to be fairly direct, pretty confident, flows okay.
Right.
But a liar, they're not just recalling, they're actively constructing something, building a fake story on the fly.
Building it. That sounds harder.
It takes way more mental energy. They have to invent details, make sure it matches any other lies they've told, and watch your reaction all while feeling stressed.
Wow, yeah.
So that huge effort, that cognitive load, often leaks out as verbal stumbles. You hear more ums. They're buying time to think.
Okay.
Their speech might get slower, or sometimes weirdly faster, like they're rushing to get the fake story out before it collapses. You might even notice their voice pitch change a bit, or they clear their throat a lot. It's a real sign their brain is working overtime on the lie.
That makes perfect sense. It's not just a little stutter. It's like their system is overloaded.
Exactly.
Which leads us nicely into the fourth sign. This one's a classic. I think we've all seen this. Their story keeps changing. You know, those narratives that just evolve. One version today, a slightly different one tomorrow. Or sometimes the opposite. It's weirdly rigid.
Indeed. This is a huge tell. And it really shows the difference in how we store and retrieve real memories versus fake ones.
How so?
Well, when someone's telling the truth about something that actually happened, they might remember different details each time, or tell it in a different order, maybe. But the core facts, the main points, they stay the same. Real memories are kind of flexible, but consistent in their essence.
Right.
Liars struggle with this. For one, they might just forget the exact details of the lie they told you last time, so you get inconsistencies, cracks appear. Or they might try to improve the lie, add bits here, take bits out there, trying to make it sound better, but accidentally changing the story. But then there's the other side you mentioned. Sometimes a liar sticks too perfectly to an exact script. It sounds unnatural, almost. Rehearsed, like they've memorized lines. It lacks the normal little hesitations or I don't quite remembers that come with real memories.
Oh.
So you're looking for either too much change or, paradoxically, too little change, that unnatural polish. Both can signal it's not based on reality.
Got it. So look for the cracks, but also look for that artificial shine that feels too perfect.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's the emotional reaction. The fifth sign. Someone getting extremely defensive. It's like you ask a simple question, totally reasonable, and suddenly you're facing this huge emotional wall. Or worse, an attack.
This is a really powerful one. It taps right into that primal fight-or-flight response.
Okay.
When a liar feels cornered, when your questions get too close to the truth, they see it as a major threat. Exposure is terrifying. So instead of just answering the question calmly, their anxiety kicks in and triggers a defensive blast.
Fight mode.
Exactly. It can be an angry outburst, loads of denial. How dare you suggest that? Or they immediately flip it and blame you.
Yeah.
There's actually a term for that sometimes. DARVO. Deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender.
Wow. Darvo.
Yeah. They accuse you of being paranoid or untrusting or causing trouble. Suddenly, you're the bad guy. The goal isn't to clear things up. It's to create chaos, divert attention, and basically bully you into backing down. So pay attention if the reaction feels way out of proportion to the question you asked.
That's a potent survival instinct, just twisted for lying. Okay. So finally, let's zoom out a bit. Look beyond just one conversation. What about changes in someone's whole vibe, their personality over time? That's the sixth point. Their behavior changes over time. This isn't just one moment. It's more of a pattern, right?
A sustained shift.
Precisely. And this one really gets at the cumulative cost of lying, the toll it takes.
Yeah, keeping up a lie, especially a big one, is incredibly stressful. It's mentally exhausting, that cognitive load we talked about, keeping track of the story, the constant fear of getting caught.
Yeah.
It all adds up over days, weeks, maybe longer.
Right. It must be draining.
Totally. And that chronic stress starts showing up in how they act. You see noticeable changes from their normal self, their baseline behavior. Someone usually outgoing might become really quiet, sort of withdrawn, distant. Or someone usually calm might get super irritable, snappy, have mood swings. They might start avoiding you or avoiding certain situations where the lie could come up.
Okay.
These aren't just off days. They're sustained changes. It's like a quiet signal that they're carrying this huge mental weight. Often happens right up until the truth finally busts out. It's the change from their usual patterns that's the real giveaway here.
Wow. It's fascinating how the mind and body just can't quite keep the secret forever, can they? Over the long haul.
Seems that way.
And connecting all these tells, the article really hammers home why honesty isn't just, the right thing to do morally. It's actually vital, especially in certain jobs.
Yeah.
It takes these individual signs and shows the bigger picture, the professional implications.
Absolutely critical. The article really stresses that dishonesty doesn't just hurt one person. It eats away at trust, it ruins relationships, and it absolutely kills performance.
Yeah.
Take sales, for example, which is Nathan Davis's area. If your clients or even your colleagues think you lack integrity, that trust is gone. Business dries up.
Instantly.
Yeah. So for managers, for business owners, being able to spot these signs early, it's crucial. If you notice a pattern of deception in someone on your team, it's not necessarily about punishment right away. It's about protecting the team, protecting clients.
Proactive protection.
Exactly. It can head off conflicts, save client relationships, protect the company's whole reputation, its brand, and its profits. It's about keeping the foundation strong because one lie, if it's ignored, can really destabilize things. These little behavioral clues, they can signal much bigger risks down the line.
Wow. Okay, this has been seriously insightful, a proper deep dive. It's amazing how these subtle things, a sudden topic change, a weird hesitation, the defensiveness, once you know what to look for and why it happens, they can tell you so much. So we just given you 6 proven ways to spot a liar, straight from that article by Nathan Davis. Understanding these shifts, these stumbles, these diversions, it's not just about calling someone out, it's a skill. It's about sharp observation. And you can get better at it with practice.
You can.
It really gives you a shortcut, doesn't it? To being more discerning, more switched on, and just more effective as you deal with people in, all parts of your life.
Indeed. And maybe, as a final thought, when we think about all that mental energy, that constant watchfulness, the sheer stress involved in keeping a lie going.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What are the hidden costs, the internal price the liar themselves is paying, even if they never actually get caught? The psychological toll, what it does to how they see themselves, the potential isolation, and maybe, just maybe, recognizing that adds another layer to how we think about dishonesty, perhaps gives us a more, nuanced view of what might be driving it.
That's a really deep thought to end on. Something definitely worth mulling over as you think about all this. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today. Keep your eyes open, keep learning, and keep asking those good questions. We'll catch you next time.